Pengerang Integrated Complex is a massive project by Petronas consisting of rapid and associated facilities. The size of 7 Malacca refinery plant, utilizing twice the structural steel of Penang Bridge and 6 times the concrete of Petronas Twin Tower. The earthwork itself is 3 times the size of KLIA, using 60,000 construction manpower, 6 times the total Pengerang population. The site is approximately the same size as Jurong Island, Singapore. The cabling works is the distance from Dubai to KL. This massive $27 billion project contains more than 40 EPCC packages throughout the site. Located south of the national capital of Malaysia, Rapid is in close proximity to the international shipping lane connecting the Malacca Strait, Singapore and the South China Sea. In line with the efforts to elevate the national status of Malaysia in economic transformation program, Rapid transforms the southeast area of Johor from a local industrial area into a high-impact industrial zone, providing opportunities to the people and turns Pengerang into the biggest petroleum and petrochemical hub in Asia. Rapid project was launched in 2012 and gone through several key milestones to date. Rapid project consists of several facilities at the site. A refinery processing an average of 300,000 barrels of crude oil per day. A steam cracker complex for cracking of the feedstock. UIO to cover the production, supply and distribution of utilities for Rapid. PDT2, dedicated for rapid import, feedstock storage and export of products. Raw water supply project to supply 230 million litres of raw water per day to the Rapid site. PCP as power and steam generator and supply. RGT2 acting as the primary gas supply to Rapid and PCP. Gas pipeline to transport natural gas to peninsular gas utilization. Petrochemical plant consisting 10 petchem plants. 2 material offloading facilities were constructed for Rapid. MOF Ramunia for containerized bulk material. MOF Setapa for super heavy lift up to 2,000 tons. Haulage road acting as the temporary heavy-duty road. Common facilities of 535 acres to accommodate the workers. Executive village and offices for Petronas and Rapid PMT. Villagers' resettlement to new township was completed.
Assalamualaikum and good evening to Dr. Saiful and fellow friend. Today our group going to present about Petronas Berhad. We are going to explain about the introduction, the change itself, the main objective change, internal and external forces, the changes made, scale of the change, the process of change, And lastly, conclusion. Today I want to explain a little bit of chronology of establishment of Petronas. It starting in 1974, Petronas was established in August, then operates in October under the terms of Petroleum Development Act. Then the government was determined to develop Malaysian natural gas as well as its oil entering of 5 tankers for liquefied natural gas (LNG) by the Malaysian International Shipping Company (MIC). For your information, MIC is owned by government by 91%. Then in 1976, Petronas went downstream for the first time when it was chosen by the Association of Southeast Asian Nations (ASEAN) to begin construction on the second ASEAN Joint Industrial Project, a urea plant. Malaysia became a net exporter of oil, but exports were at such a low level as to make the country ineligible to join OPEC. This situation has perhaps benefited Malaysia and Petronas by allowing the company a degree of commercial and political flexibility and reinforcing Petronas' chief purpose, Malaysia's safety. In 1984, Syariah Berhad then later developed into upstream ocean operating handler, and 1990, 252 service stations carried the Petronas brand, all but 20 on a franchise basis and another 50 were planned. Some were set up on ground of social benefit rather than of strict commercial calculation. And in 1998, Petronas had broadened the horizon globally, activity into 15 different countries in upstream and downstream. From Petronas management, we can see that Petronas organization is truly smart at planning the strategy for future and making sure that Petronas was going to emerge worldwide. Petronas activity comprising upstream and downstream. For upstream operation, they operate across more than 23 countries, but explore, produce and develop oil and gas resources in Malaysia and abroad to deliver long-term value to all stakeholders and to maximize hydrocarbon potential. Petronas activity encompasses for the upstream is exploration, development and production, LNG asset, LNG marketing and trading, Malaysia Petroleum Management, which is known as MP. Downstream plays a strategic role in enhancing the value of petroleum resources, transforming it into a high-quality value-added product for the domestic and international market. It comprises multiple businesses and plays a strategic role in enhancing value to molecules through an integrated operation on the foundation of operational and commercial excellence. The diverse activities include refining, trading, marketing crude oil and petroleum product, manufacturing and marketing petrochemical product for the local and international. Objective is to contribute to the well-being of the people and the nation, to ensure the quality of product produced and service, as well as to promote the value of integrity in maintaining an ethical, law-abiding culture in the world. In this regard, Petronas will continue to exercise zero tolerance against any act of corruption or inappropriate conduct in accordance with the Petronas Code of Conduct and Business. During the year, Petronas have intensified their effort to educate and create awareness on the perils of corruption while continuing to enforce the management and protection against ethical violation as guided by the Petronas anti-bribery and corruption policy and guidelines. Petronas will continue to be supportive and attentive to government national anti-corruption. As a responsible corporate citizen, Petronas defines achievement not just within the narrow confines of business growth and returns, but also in how they enrich the life of the people whenever they operate. Petronas will carry on their tradition by extending and expanding Petronas' effort beyond what they have achieved over the years.
I proceed to internal and external forces. Forces of change are created from both outside and inside an organization. Therefore, the internal and external forces are identified by using force field analysis. There is a high level of interdependence between an organization and its internal forces. Internal forces comprises elements that have a direct influence on the operations of the organization. They have an impact on the achievement of the organization goals. First, internal forces is its organizational structure. Organizational structure is the internal formal framework of a business that shows way in which management is linked together and how authority is transmitted. Petronas adopts the functional organization structure. It enables specialization and allowing its employees to focus on their respective areas. There is a cross-functional bond between the respective divisions and departments. It is the bond and process of specialization that has led to the success of the organization. Teamwork is encouraged. All the departments work together to achieve the company's goals and targets. Next is its shareholders. Shareholders of a firm can directly influence its policies and activities. Petronas shareholder is the government. Therefore, they provide the shareholders with the opportunity to gain first-hand exposure on the company's operations by organizing several visits to its gas processing plants. Such two-way communication increase corporate transparency and help shareholders take a longer-term view of the investment based on a better understanding of the company's corporate strategy and operations. Petronas recognizes the importance of timely and equal disseminations of information to shareholders. Last is its employees. Every company will face the problems where their workers left the company for a reason. This indirectly will affect the organization. Employees are the most valuable elements of a company because the employees' dedications, enthusiasm, and expertise make an organization efficient. Petronas respect and recognize the importance of its employee motivations. Therefore, they organize numerous initiatives to promote and assist its workers by engaging in voluntary work. Programs like Sentuhan Kasih and Jaya Insight encourage employees to support disadvantaged children and orphans in their operations. These programs provide the employees with job satisfaction, which in return highly motivates them to perform better. External forces refers to the factors that happen outside the business which cannot be controlled by the business. These factors will influence the internal functions of the business and its strategies to adapt itself to the changing environment. First is political forces. Government holds 100% Petronas and formulates and implements energy policies including oil and gas. Petronas is given full trust by Malaysian government to conduct business independently from the government. The company cooperates with the government for the common purpose to develop the country to achieve the level of advanced countries. Next is its competitions. In any of the industry, there must be competition among organizations. An organization will try to get more customers to buy their product instead of the one offered by the companies. The success of organizations depends on which one makes the most effective products at lower price. The major competitors to Petronas are Shell and Caltex. They produce different types and efficiency of petrol. So for Petronas, they has designed Petronas Presentation to provide maximum protection and performance for your car. However, for Shell, they has designed the Shell Super with fuel economy formula to give an extra mass at no extra cost. On the other hand, Caltex has designed its product known as Tecon. Comprising these petrol brands, each of them has its own strength. So, last but not least is technology. In order to adapt itself to the rapid growing technological An organization has to be versatile and recognize the value of technology to its business goals. Petronas is a technology-dependent organization that promotes and uses technology partially for research and development. It pursues the strategic deployment and application of technology to further enhance operational excellence and maximize the potential of its existing assets and emerging opportunities. These technologies are believed to be providing a strong competitive advantage for Petronas to strengthen its positions in global business. That's all, thank you.
So I will continue the presentation with the topic of the chain model based on the company. Okay, so I would like to share with you guys about description of the chain model that apply by Petronas company. For me, the model of chain that suit in this company is a 7S framework. As we know, the 7S framework have the 7 components, which is system, structure, subordinate goals, staff, style, skills, and also the strategy. Why I choose the 7S framework as a model for this company? Okay, let me tell you. The information that I get from the annual report 2018 owned by Petronas company will explain more details about their management change management So when I get the information, I will look that this is a similar with the 7S frameworks models. So this is why I choose that models to this Petronas company. Okay, so I will explain to you guys in the details about this model with the Petronas company. First and foremost, I will explain about the staff. Okay, the Petronas company itself has set up a Petronas groups and also the corporate membership to involvement also corporate to give the benefit to this company. This is will call the staff component as they assist the manager for the development of the Petronas company. Okay, the second one is about a strategy. The strategy in this company will related the RMC. What is the means of RMC? Okay, the RMC is the Risk Management Committee. RMC is the created the platform to assist the executive leadership team, or we call ELT, to manage the all management in this company. Okay, the third one is about the structure. In this company have their own structure, which is to implement the strategy by managing management risk quickly and accurately. Okay, the structure have the relationships with the superordinate goals. Why I tell like that? Okay, this is because the Petronas company do the structure because they have the subordinate goals, which is that the manager want to make sure that the company does not suffer significant loss and always have the finance stable. Okay, the next one is about the system. The Petronas company have applied the 3 systems to provide the strategy, but this system are not tell detail in the annual report. Okay, so the next one is about their skills. In this Petronas company, they have their own skills to management change, which develop the classroom and e-learning models to both staff. And also, they have conducted the seminar and risk management conference to their staff. Okay, the last one is about the style. The style in this Petronas company can we look through the hierarchy. So, the Petronas company are use the democratic leadership style because they help each other and exchange their opinion. They have also the leader, manager, and subordinates. So that's all about the change model in this Petronas company.
Next, I will explain more about skill or the change in Petronas organization. Basically, management of change occurs in 3 different types, which are developmental, transitional, and transformational. The fact that different types of change require different strategies. For your information, scale of change can be divided in three scales: first order change, second order change, and third order change. First order change consists of improving on what already is, usually consists of finding ways to do things a little more efficiently. Change in the first order are much easier to make as we are always tend to look for one cause for a problem. With a first order procedure, we tend to look at the symptoms and their immediate cause. Sometimes, change in the first order work and improve the efficiency of the system in the organization. Second order change, creating a new way of seeing things completely, that require new learning and involve a non-linear progression, a transformation from one state to another. Aim would be to enable the individual to behave, think, or feel differently. I will explain more about what Petronas has done in change management. The company provided the formal training of leaders from the entry point into the organization as junior executive through the general manager and higher across all employment levels. All new entrants to the organization are required to attend a 2-week induction program, which is Petronas Induction Program for New Executive, also known as PIPE. This compulsory program is designed to imbue the participants with the as well as introduce them to leadership dimensions. This compulsory program seeks to instill the ideas of organization corporate value of loyalty, integrity, professionalism, and cohesiveness of the company in each participant and to expose them to the leadership aspect. The learning methodology involves games, simulations, experiential learning, and small group discussion. Besides that, Petronas staff are transitioning from junior managers to senior management for a span of 3 to 5 years, and are now undergoing a series of training designed to resolve the 9 leadership skills that managers of Petronas are expected to demonstrate in their respective positions. The Petronas Leadership Learning Series. For example of this program includes leading teams, planning and implementing, presentation skill, personal career planning, and so on. Next, both junior and senior executives will also engage in the skill group program in addition to the Petronas Leadership Training Series, which are practical training programs to provide them with the required technical skill. For example of this skill program include planning and marketing for the business skill groups and electrical engineering and process for the technical skill group. The last one is conducted the Managing Your Leadership Success, also known as MYLS program. MYLS is a 6-month program which begins with a 2-week startup that establishes management skill and then takes part in a series of training programs dealing with different leadership skills such as integrity, change management, and coaching. We are designed to provide workers enough time in their respective workplace to internalize and apply the learning learned.
The process of change in Petronas involves 3 phases. Phase 1 is preparing for change. In this phase, Petronas management provide a plan for the formal training of leaders. They also set up a Petronas group to help reduce the risk that may occur. Second phase is managing change. In this phase, Petronas management established Risk Management Committee (RMC) to assist the executive leader team to manage the company. All the new entrants are required to attend a 2-week Petronas induction program to improve the middle manager's business management. Besides that, Petronas also developing classroom, e-learning models, conduct seminar and also risk management conference to improve the leadership skills. The last phase is reinforcing change. Through the skills that the leaders have, they are capable to manage the resistance. They can take the immediate corrective action if there are any crises happen. Therefore, the company will success. During the process of change, the roles of change manager or leader is very important. There are 4 roles that Petronas manager must focus on. First is communicator. Before implement the change, manager must communicate well with the employees for justification. They must clarify the aims or objective of change. This is because an effective communication between managers and employer is significant to encourage and convince them towards change. Therefore, they can prevent any misunderstanding. Second is be accountable and transparent. During the process of change, the leaders must be exact and fair, where if any of employees breach the contract, they will get the consequence. Leaders or managers must be accountable and transparent for what is working and what is not working in the organization. And accountable leaders in Petronas foster a desire to constantly fix problems. Next is stay connected with employees. The leaders of Petronas should remain connected with employees during the process of change, so that the employees will not start losing motivation or confidence with the change. Leaders has to approach the employees constantly. If they request for a training as part of the change process, the leaders must be prepared. Fourth is resistant manager. In the organization, managers are in the best position to have guidance on the concept, implementation outcomes, and employee suggestion. Managers and supervisors are responsible to recognize what kind of resistance occurred, where it coming from, and the source of resistance. Therefore, Petronas must alert for any obstacles and take immediate action to avoid them from spread. The next role is role model. Leaders or managers also required to be a role of coach during the change process. Proper guidance, proper guidelines is crucial, where employees know how they must act and whom to contact immediately if there are crises. The last role is decision maker. Leaders typically monitor resources such as staff, budgets, and facilities. Leaders must utilize their decision-making power and select the best solutions. Petronas leaders act as proactive and set goals that promote the progress of change.
Now I will proceed with the conclusion. The change management improve company success while reduce risk of failure to the company by changing the employee and the ways of working policy. Lacking in effective solution and timely or not change the management will bring inefficiency to the organization, because if the manager lack effective idea, they cannot counter the problem occur in the company. Besides, the implementation of change management must have understanding and acceptable by organization members, because the employee need to know about the changes with very detail to cooperate with the new changes. In the future, Petronas need to plan the strategy wisely to counter the risk and create good working environment in order to give motivation and ensure the employee welfare. Lastly, the courage to voice the idea, opinion and concern will ensure the company not lacking in effective idea. This will create a better management to prevent any failure or problem and can improve the company business. Thank you.